Morning, Tilly. Yeah, I know. Here we are on the Arabandi Road, just a few clicks out of Trundle. We've made it this far on our way to the Farcairn Rally. There's a good reason why they call it Farcairn Hell. So, we've made it this far. I don't know how far that is. 20 k's maybe? 25? And we did manage once or twice to nearly nudge 80 kilometres an hour. That's alright, we got time. It's a bit windy. It's always bloody windy when I want to throw a tent up. My tent's fairly tall, doesn't like the wind all that much. You ready? So let's go into Trundle, get some fuel. Got to do a couple of things, got to bloody fix these mirrors again. It's still really horrible to ride this thing, mixed with a sort of enjoyment of riding the bike, Had a little bit of rain last night, not very much. A little bit of a squall sort of a thing. Don't know about how much rain they would have had in Tottenham. So I pulled the fuel pump out again and resituated it, and I know that it's clicked in properly and where it's supposed to be, but it's still really noisy. So slowly becoming to the conclusion that it's a really noisy fuel pump. That's all I can really think of. I guess it's still vibrating in its housing, I suppose, but I can't do anything about that. Well, I suppose I can if I pull it out again and make up a sleeve or something. So yeah, we're on the way to the Farcairn Rally, which is at Tottenham. It's just a very civilised rally, as in camping at the showground. So it's hardly an old-fashioned wild bush bash, but that's all right. I mean, I'm not an old-fashioned wild bush bash myself anymore. As you can see, the thing is still handling evilly. And the Farcairn Rally is put on by the BMW Touring Club of New South Wales, of which I'm actually a member again. I was a member years ago when I first got my old K bike, and then I just sort of let it lapse. Now I've rejoined when I got this one, I suppose, I can't remember. But this is a good local ride. I wouldn't ride this any further than there, in its current state. So, and even then, it's not really proven, as in like its motor, engine, electrics, whatever, fuel, whatever. So it's a bit of a gamble in a way. But life's a gamble, as somebody once said. And I'll catch up with some mates. Our Penny Kid's going to be there. I don't know what he is. He's either the pres or the secretary or something of the club, He does the media stuff and whatnot, magazine and everything. And here we are coming into Trundle. His wife Marie is either the president or the secretary, something like that. Can't remember. But he's a sidecar man, and he's going to take this for a ride for me and see what he thinks. It's kind of one of the main reasons for going, apart from a bit of an outing, you know, and catching up with mates. And yeah, Gaz will be there, Woz will be there. I think Andrew from Queensland will be there. Oh, Rick G's going to be there, I believe, as well, from Stanthorpe. So it'll be nice to have a catch up there, like some of the old K-bloke from the forum on the internet that we meet up. We don't meet up so much these days, but oh, we do. At least once a year for things like Roscoe's Memorial Ride. Back streets of Trundle. There's a little hospital over there, and it's really good. Yeah, so anyway, it should be fun. Entry fee gets you dinner, a badge or whatever to throw in the drawer somewhere. I'll get some fuel. Still really noisy, isn't it, that bloody fuel pump? Well, we'll chuck some more fuel in it and see what happens. On a Saturday lunchtime, even quieter than usual. And we got ourselves a chicken chili wrap thingy from Sophie over there, and we'll head up there towards Tullamore and probably have a little lunch stop. Might even see if Frederick's around. Cool sort of a day with that wind. It's probably the last of the end of winter, early spring cold fronts, I suppose. Crosswind isn't really helping the handling either. Quite a kind of coming across from that way. Feel like I'm on a Harley. The speed limit's a challenge rather than a limit, or whatever they say. So as you can see, we've reached the dizzying heights of 80 kilometres an hour. That's probably as fast as we'll get, I guess, I don't know. That crosswind and the evil handling, and there's Tilly already going to have a bit of a snooze by the look. It's ridiculous, you know, we've got virtually as much gear to go up the road here, you know, 150 k's for one night with me and one dog, as Kerry and I and two dogs had to go to Perth and back. It doesn't really matter, you know what I mean? The only difference between one overnight camp and trip on a bike, I suppose, and 10 is extra clothes. That's about it. You still got to take the same other things, you know, tent and blah blah blah. Plus I'm taking stuff that I, you know, wouldn't take on a long ride, as in I've got, you know, a cool bag and beer and stuff in it. You know, I wouldn't normally take beer with me. That's just a rally thing, I suppose. Oh, who am I kidding? Who am I kidding? I take beer anywhere. Stop and fix this mirror, Plunky. Got a visit from my sister the other day. It's my sister, the career diplomat, you know. She, her and Gary, her husband, showed up. Didn't stay at my place. I didn't let them, you know. It's just not ready. So we had dinner at a Chinese restaurant, which was surprisingly okay, in Parks. And then we had lunch at the place I just got my wrap from, Sophie's place, the Grain and Press or whatever it's called. Then we had dinner again at the Bergengate pub. Gary had this bloody enormous schnitzel, Parmigiana thing, massive, you know, like it was at least a foot long, covered with chips and, you know, all that kind of stuff. And he's like, you know, he's one of them blokes, he ate the lot, you know. I wouldn't have been able to eat half of it, and yet he's as skinny as a rake, which is really fucking annoying. I mean, good luck to him, obviously. So here's the Farcairn Rally. I came last year on the Harley, so this time I, you know, actually beat a BMW Rally. It's open to anyone, you know. See, the canola is starting to come out. It's nice to show up, you know, on a BM, even if it does mean extra hard work to do it. After a while, you just sort of slowly go with the flow, don't you? You know, and just sort of ride it. And it doesn't seem to be any worse at 80 kilometres an hour than 60 or something. But it doesn't like this wind. And it's got a lot of stuff in the chair, as said, you know. Silos. There's a lot of silos, as you've probably seen on my rides, you know. Yarrabandy, Bogan Gate, here, Darrawong, Tullamore, you know, etc, etc. Most of them seem to have fallen out of use or are being kept as reserves or something by Grain Corp. But so far none of them have fallen victim to the mural painters, which is good. I get a bit sick of them. You realise how smooth this road isn't when you're on something like this. Oh, it's the first time I've been overtaken. And will not be the last. we're nudging 85 or something. It's going to be a good bike and outfit when I get it sorted. It's my story and I'm sticking to it. It doesn't matter if I was riding an old Pommy single or something. If I was riding a Panther, you know, with the sidecar, I wouldn't be going this fast probably, or maybe around this speed. The bloke I follow on YouTube, the Panther Owners Club, there's a BM on his way to the rally. One of them airheads. I like the way, it's a BMW rider and he doesn't even wave to another BMW. Nearly got to 90 then, I think. Well, we've got nearly 90. You could almost sort of go somewhere at this speed, couldn't you? More or less. I mean, you wouldn't want to, I still wouldn't want to put this into a corner. at anything but the most gentle of attitudes, you know. You can see the engine and stuff at this speed. It's just starting to get, you know, into its comfort zone, or, you know, into its stride sort of thing. It's 3.5 getting towards 4. 4 is normally about 100 kilometres an hour. Some of the K bikes, the K100s, not the 75, at 4 grand it's their most vibration, which is unfortunate because that's sort of the speed limit, you know. But, you know, what people call vibrations and stuff is entirely subjective, I guess, you know. You know, it's nothing like a Harley or a Triumph. Although it must be said, the Harley doesn't vibrate that much at those speeds either. It does vibrate once you get over 110. You can feel the vibe starting to kick in then. Probably about as good as it'll get on this ride as far as road surface goes, but the wind's really doing its thing, you know. Whinge. steady crosswind. Ooh, they're busy. Hang on to us, son. We've nearly made it all the way to Tullamore. I mean, the thing about this outfit is it doesn't have to go really fast, it just needs to sit on 100 to 110, you know, that's enough. I don't know how much fuel this one's going to use. Won't be using a whole lot, I suppose, at this speed. I think that was one. That was the airhead that passed me with his mate. Actually decided to wave this time. That's how it goes over there. Hey, young fella.
You never know who's going to turn up, do you?
You don't, do you?
Tilly.
It's only taken me 9 hours to get here.
Tilly, how are ya? Hey,
Shit, I'm alright till he stops and then I start whinging. You alright? Yeah.